Good morning, good evening, and welcome back to warthunder. For this video, we are going to be taking a look at some random nukes I have gotten while playing the game. Now, these nukes are just nukes I've gotten while playing. It could be in premiums, full lineups, and everything in between. I decided to put this in a kind of footage dump here, since I really don't have any additional or complementary footage to put with these games. And I thought it would just be a waste if they sat in storage, so I decided to put them into a video. If you want to keep seeing these sorts of videos, please tell me in the comments, since I have a lot more games just waiting for editing and stuff like that. So if you want to see more of this, please tell me and I will make sure to do so. But with that out of the way, please enjoy the video and the first game in the T55 AM-1. Now, just after repairing and killing the fox and the martyr, the AR-40 after being repaired can go on to Bravo. So my thoughts here were to just help this AR-40 repair, and then I'm going to swing up and left onto Alpha and help from there. And I was going to leave the AR-40 to take care of capturing a Bravo. Now this is why I always will vouch for you to carry a PhD, as we killed a leopard who was barely showing himself to us. Now going to swing down into Alpha, pop the ESS to cover our drop in here, and we're gonna try to see if we can catch anybody unaware. And just our luck, we do catch 2 tanks. Unfortunately, I managed to hit the fucking barrel, but nonetheless we will just continue attacking and kill this Vidar. After killing the Vidar, we're just gonna stay and capture Alpha for our team and then continue advancing up. Now, after appearing up over the hill, we do engage and kill a Gepard SPAA. Now here I did feel like I would need to push forward, since we can't be stuck right on the edge. And luckily for us, this martyr completely whiffs his ATGM shot, so now I decided to push him super quickly in order to try to get to him before he reloads his ATGM. But we see a leopard just strolling around, and thanks to a PhD we do manage to one-shot him. But now we do need to take care of this martyr, and in this situation I am quite exposed to the enemy team, so I do need to push the martyr and kill him. With the martyr kill, we can now go into cover again. Now, having cleared out this flank, we're going to try to lob a shell over the hills to try to hit this enemy tank. Thanks to a PhD and a laser rangefinder, we do one-shot him right over the map. Now this is why the T55 AM-1 is so damn good. It has a APHC shell, a very devastating APHC shell, and a laser rangefinder. And that is a very dangerous combo. We do manage to take out a British Ruby cat as well, just chilling up on the hill here. Now, after repairing, we're going to rub up this hill and find a martyr who was staring at some other friendlies. With him now killed, we are pretty close to a nuke, and this Vidar should be the last spawn points we do need to get that nuke. Pushing the Vidar, hoping to not die here and get overpressured. We do get pretty lucky and don't get killed. With the Vidar now killed, that means we have enough for a nuke. So, taking first place in the team with 11 ground kills, earning a total of 14,000 research points and 183,000 silver lions. For the second game, we are on the map Sweden in the US medium tank, the M26 Pershing. We are going to take up a position where we can look down the main road as we start engaging a French heavy tank. Now, unfortunately, we do hit the upper front page, which results in a non-penetration. So we're just going to reverse behind these cinder blocks here and mark him for our teammates to let them know that he is there. With the French tank now going down another road, we are now free again to peek out. And just in time, a German Tiger 1 comes running around the corner. As you can see on the ammunition exploded up in the right corner, he had a lot of ammunition stored above his tracks in the side of the tank. Now, to any newer player who is watching this, try to bring a small amount of ammunition into every game when playing the Tiger, since if you have ammunition stored there, it will not result in any good games for you, as you will be a very easy target for anybody you come across. Now closing in to help defend Alpha as their second enemy wave is going to start closing in anytime. The first vehicle we kill is a Soviet tank destroyer, but we know there are more tanks, so I'm going to stay on this corner to try to prevent them from capturing Alpha. And the second prey is a Tiger 1 who actually is trying to angle correctly, but unfortunately he did show us a bit too much of his side, and we do have a 90mm, so angling is gonna be quite tough for him. Same with the other Tiger. Now with the Soviet heavy tank firing a shot, it's now a pretty easy kill through the lower front plate. Now the shot on the IS-1 also works on the IS-2, as the same weak spot to the lower front plate is still viable to shoot on the IS-2. With the enemy's second wave now completely taken care of, we are going to continue moving forward. Just as I say that though, another Tiger 1 is strolling down the street, and without angling he stands no chance of defeating my 90mm, as we quickly go through his upper front plate, which is now only 100mm strong. Now, I'm not really sure what this French M36 was doing. He just kinda watched his team die, but it's a free kill, and we always take free kills. After surviving a bomb drop and a T-34 85 encounter, we're going to continue moving down to get a better view on this street right here. Now I did try to catch the Tiger as he was moving away, but unfortunately we only managed to get the radiator. And as I was loading to kill this IS, a French M26 Pershing comes around the corner. Now, he does show us his side, but if he would have driven at a bit sharper angle, it would have been another story, as I would have been as sure to kill him in one shot. But he does that, so we are still alive, and that results in another kill on a VK, which is a prototype Panther with even worse armor. Now, this position is pretty good, as I do catch a lot of enemies just leaving the respawn here. We do manage to not immobilize but heavily damage a Tiger 1 by shooting him in the engine deck. When I was playing this, I kinda decided I would stay on this area here, since it is a very good area to be in. With the Tiger 1 now completely finished off, I'm gonna move up to the next corner, still being in cover as much as I can. Though I am hearing an engine to my right. You guys can probably hear it as well, but after a while I just decided I would go to push him, and that's exactly what I do. Pulling around the corner, we come face to face with the IS-1 and 22. This is a Soviet tank destroyer, and unfortunately we both kind of whiff here, and we both get each other's tracks, so I'm kind of in a stalemate here. I have my back turned against the entire enemy spawn, and I can't move. So what I'm gonna do is just call RT and hope he dies here. With the help from a Hellcat, we get repaired quickly enough and we pull out and kill this ISU. With him now out of the way, we are now going to quickly scan the minimap, and we see that the enemies have actually managed to get onto Alpha, so we are going to make our way back to Alpha to try to retake it. On the way back, we catch a ARL-44 in the back. Very easy kill, nothing to worry about. Kinda surprised he didn't hear me, but I guess he was focused on the tanks in front of us. So we're just going to continue moving over to Alpha. Closing in on Alpha, we do find the culprit. It's a Soviet 2S1, I think, and after one shot and some heavy MG fire, he does go down quite quickly, not even getting a shot off. After getting on the point and capturing it, we do decide to spawn the nuke. So with 13 kills and the nuke dropped, we take first place in the team, earning a total of 14,000 research points again, and around 120,000 silver lions. For the third game, we are on the map Golden Quarry, which now is a one-cap version here. The tank we're driving is the T55 AM-1 Super Pershing, which is a up-gunned and up-armored version of your standard M26 that you saw in the previous game. However, the big downside is of course the mobility, but overall I would say it's a very good upgrade and I would definitely recommend you getting this. So the first kill is on a French EBR, which is always nice to do. EBRs are such a pain and it's nice to get them out early. Now me and this friendly American heavy tank are going to be in a duel against some Soviet medium tanks. With one tank destroyed and the other soon gone, we're going to help repair this friendly heavy tank and then push forward. Now, pretty poor shot on the IS-2, he should have gone for the lower front plate, but no problem, we have friendlies here, so we're gonna help repair, reload and go for it once again. And the second time it all works out with a penetrating shot through the front plate here. Now this oblivious SU-100, which seems to have no headset, just pulls out in front of us. Pretty easy kill, and even if we would have one-shotted him, we could have just used our machine guns to kill him. Now we're going to take up a position where we can start engaging enemy tanks on the actual point, starting with this BTR. Now with this BTR we did actually get quite lucky to actually manage to hit the ammunition, since I don't think we would have actually killed them if we didn't hit that part, since he is very weak armored and our shell probably wouldn't even have a fuse there. But we're going to continue waiting for a chance to get the second tank on the point. But now we are getting pushed by a PT-76. However, this is quite an easy kill, but unfortunately for us, I didn't account for another tank being there, so the IS-1 does manage to kill us. Now, spawning in the M26, we luckily managed to spot this PT-76 quickly enough so that he doesn't actually manage to get our entire tank. We used the squad mark to clearly mark to the friendly Tiger P here where the tank is. So now the friendlies know that there is a PT-76 ranting on the side here. So we are just going to put RT on him and start pushing him. When we get close, he kind of realizes that it's over and pushes out, and we pick up a kill assist. Not the most dangerous tank, but when it's in a dangerous position it can be very lethal. So I'm glad we took care of that, and we're going to continue working our way into the map. Now in the middle of the map we come across a Soviet ASU T55. Has a pretty good gun. It can go through us, but it has no armor, so we do kill it pretty quick. But we do hear another enemy tank on the corner here. We're gonna mark it in the general direction for the friendly Tiger P that is behind us. It is a ZSU 57. Now, it's very dangerous. It's basically a SPA that fires 57mm APHE rounds like every second, so it's very dangerous. So we do want to get rid of this. I am very careful to not show him any side so he can kill us. And once we pull forward, we kill him pretty easily since he's covered in ammunition. Now, quickly swinging the third right, we kill another Soviet tank destroyer. After the bomb drop, we barely managed to get this Sherman Firefly as he goes down the hill. But thanks to a strong APHE round with a good amount of HE filler, we do manage to kill him even though it wasn't the best of shots. Just around the dirt corner and the building here, we catch another Soviet tank destroyer off guard, and we do manage to pick up another pretty easy kill here. And here I'm just waiting for a T-54 to come driving by, and once it does, an easy shot straight to the side of his turret, knocking his crew out. Now, I did feel like I was way too far up here, and the enemies are capturing the point as well. I'm going to make a run for it here to try to escape. Immediately after escaping, we swing the tank around and try to kill this Soviet SPAA. Now, we do manage to kill the driver, so he is stuck in place. Therefore, we do load high explosive to guarantee the kill. But also is enough for a nuke. taking first place again with 12 ground kills, earning a total of 90,300 research points and 118,000 silver lions. For the next game, we are on the map Mozdok, a very unique tank. It's a battle pass vehicle, the SBZ-12-3. This is a light tank with a 106mm recoilless gun on the top and a 20mm as a secondary. So for you to be successful in this tank, you need to have both of them by 2 separate keybinds to fire them. Now I'm gonna take the SBZ-12-3 to the center of the map. I'm gonna try to use the fun elevation on this thing to try to play on the hill here and play behind the cover, so I only expose the 106 recoilless rifle. And that is how you get the most effective use of this thing. So the first kill we pick up is a overpressure kill on a BTR capturing Bravo. Now I'm just going to take this over to this hill to try to play the recoilless rifle. Now we see that there are multiple tanks crossing from Alpha over to upper right of the map, so we're going to start scouting and killing everything we can see. We do get a very lucky hit on this M19 as we do catch his ammunition, but as you can see there are multiple tanks here, so we're gonna start scouting and start engaging them. Unfortunately, the low velocity of the 106 aiming at distance can be quite tricky if you're not very used to this thing. But once you do get the hang of it, it is very effective if you know where to aim for ammunition and such. With the T54 now pulling up, we do put a very effective shot to the side of his tank, which leaves him without a breach, and we're gonna pull forward and go for the finish here. Now this, as you can see, it's very effective on a hill, so you can just sit on in these sort of situations here and actually just play your guns here. They can't really do much if they only see the 106, and sometimes I pull forward to use the 20mm as you saw there, eliminating the ontos. Now it doesn't have all the strengths. It is very weak to any sort of return fire. You basically have no armor, so it will be a struggle if you're exposed in any sort of situation, so you do need to try to play it very carefully as I am doing here. Continuing to scout any enemies we do come across, we have a KV2 behind us, so if that shell even sneezes on us, we're gonna be absolutely smoked, so we want to try to avoid that. And that is another tank that is a very dangerous object, 268. I'm gonna put one shot to the side of his cheek. Unfortunately we don't manage to penetrate, so we're gonna have to pull back here to avoid getting even touched by his heavy MG as well. But we're gonna pull up here, try to go for an damage shot, but that is unfortunately a very poor shot, high of an angle, and Cass comes and finishes us off. Now, in the M41 Walker Bulldog here, the German version with heat rounds instead, we are going to try to eliminate the enemy Bulldog, but we are experiencing some heavy issues with the task here. They have completely pounded us here, so we are down to our last 2 crew members and things aren't looking so great here. We're gonna try to use this ridgeline though. The M41 has pretty good gun depression, so you can make ridgelines and small hills work here. Now, back to the same area we were in previously, we start to engage and help our friendlies eliminate this IS-3 here. We do get another kill assist, and that is something you're gonna experience a lot when playing any sort of bulldog. You have APDS, which doesn't do a lot of damage. You have heat, which again doesn't make the largest impact when hitting, so there's gonna be a lot of assists. but he does have the team. So we are going to see another IS-3 here, and he just eats my round. Now this is something pretty normal when you have such low caliber heat, but again it kinda sucks when he's perfectly side on. But again, we do pick up another assist here, and we're gonna go and help capture the Bravo point. Unfortunately, we do get swarmed on the point and eventually go down to a American T-34. Next tank we bring in, and the final one, is the Sister 45. It's a German SPAA. Now, you're probably gonna notice I don't know how to aim this thing. So just keep that in the back of your head while you're watching this shit. I don't know how to aim SPAAs. With that kill, we get enough to spawn a nuke. Unfortunately, the game ends before we are able to drop it. With 7 kills total and 4 kill assists, we take first place with 8,600 research points and 113,000 silver lions. Now for the final game, we are on the map Seversk with the very good Tiger 2H. Now the Tiger 2H has pretty good mobility for a heavy tank, good armor, and the main selling point is the long 88. It just smashes things. But we're gonna make the biggest whiff of the century on this M18. Pretty poor show from me, but he's just gonna run away since he knows he can't kind of penetrate me from the front. So we're going to keep on pushing forward here. Now, just going to start engaging this Soviet heavy tank here on the corner. Unfortunately, the first shot doesn't manage to kill him completely, he only gets tracked. So we're kinda stuck here, since if we try to go out, he is actually holding our cross. So if he dies, we can go, but he needs to die if we wanna go out of here. So we're gonna pull forward, and really not a good shot, but I couldn't really see where he was. But now with him exposed, we can go for the lower front plate, and that results in a kill. With him now killed, we are free to pull forward to the left of the objective. On our way out, we can see a M18 Hellcat, which we do catch the top of his turret. If he was looking at us, the biggest thing that could have happened is either he tracked us, he shot out our barrel, or he disappeared. He can't really kill us from the front, but nonetheless a kill is a kill, and we want kills. So we're going to go out here, since if we look at the minimap, we know there's one more person out there. So we're going to clear out him, since we can't push forward if there's tanks behind us. That's always very dangerous. And now, yeah, I would have done the same shit. This FV405 does no damage to us when he shot us basically point blank to the side. I completely understand why he jaded out. I would have done the same shit, but we're super lucky, we don't die. With that now done, we can start moving into the center of the map, marking a M4 Sherman here. Very easy, nothing to us, and we can go through him like his brother. Like, the Tiger 2H is so devastating in a down tier. You can basically kill everything, and most people struggle to kill you. Now with this out of the way, we basically cleared this entire flank, and we're gonna start moving into the center or here to kind of clear out the entire city. And with the M18 now taken care of, we can finally start closing in on the Bravo point to try to take that point. Now for the last minute nothing much happened, so we find ourselves now at the last point that needs to be captured, the alpha point. Now, they recently captured this, so I know they're just about gonna leave the church here when I get into this position, and they do. Now, this is now about choosing what tank can kill me the easiest, and I think that is the Centurion, so I go for him first. Now, luckily for me, they didn't know I was flanking them, so I can take care of the Pershing as well, which was the second most dangerous thing. But the problem here is I'm very exposed to their spawn, so if an enemy comes here, I'm gonna be dead. I really need to finish this man off as quickly as I can to try to leave this position here. I do catch him in this side and he does get killed here. So now it's all about getting down into cover as quickly as I can, since I don't want to be so exposed here. And when I pull up here, another tank actually shows, so there were 4 tanks here. We killed them all, and no of them, they had no idea where I was the entire time. So now it's super important that we get into cover here, and I see the tank pulling out of the spawn. So we're quickly gonna get into cover and try to eliminate him as well. Now with the FV405 now killed, we see yet another tank. Now I do think these are the tanks that we just killed previously. So they knew we were gonna be here, and we were quite lucky we got into cover so quickly. Now we're going to go over and last point here. Unfortunately, we do though get flanked by a M18, which ends up on him. The Sister 45 now, we do pick up a plane kill and later on a kill assist, which leaves us with enough spawn points for a nuke. Unfortunately though, our team wins the match before we get to the battlefield. With 9 kills in a total, we take first place in the team, earning a total of 9,000 research points and 93,000 silver lions. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and stay tuned as there will be more content to come about War Thunder in the near future. Until next time, take care.